Konene. Jana ilikuwa very interesting day because jana ni one of the days where I ended up realizing that maybe, just maybe, ikikame to some issues, wagana jaju dem anaitwa Aoko Ashley. And I think the reason behind that would be the fact that nimecheki akibonga juu a lot of ngono scandals that I thought didn't make any sense. So nikaenda tu nikipaint everything that she says with a big brush ama ni sasa ama nikaenda up nikize brush off, but there's something she said, was it early this year ama last year, alikuwa nasema that Uhuru alikuwa na suffer from cancer and alikuwa ameenda Boston for treatment, and this story was nowhere else. I think apart from her I never heard anyone say it, but then kuna vile mdosi fulani wa housing finance alidedi and Uhuru was eulogizing him. So when Uhuru was eulogizing, what did he say? Wacha tusikize. And basically Aoko was right, and my apologies.
Mine is to say I've lost a friend, I've lost a colleague, and especially for me in, don't know whether I should say this, but these are realities of life. In the last year, and a good part of this year, whenever we met, he was very encouraging about some of the challenges that we were going through. And since he had more experience than some of us.
Achikio part. So huu mdosi wa housing finance alidedi na cancer. Alafu nachiki anasema that walikuwa na meet and he was more encouraging because alikuwa more experienced anacheki than some of us. So basically anabonga juu ya this whole cancer situation. So okay.
He was very encouraging in guiding and telling you how to look at this and how to handle some of these challenges in life, health and otherwise. And I'll miss that counsel, and I'll appreciate everything he guided some of us towards, and how he really held our hand and told us, don't worry, things will come to pass, it will go.
So yeah, I'd have to go back and say, I remember ilikuwa ni either early this year or last year when Uhuru appeared bald, alafu alikuwa amedisappear for some time. So bila disappear, Aoko akasema that alikuwa, I think ilikuwa Boston getting cured for cancer. And of course that was not a wild allegation, so that one I wouldn't say that I disputed it, but still the fact that I disputed some of the other things that she said, that's the reason why I feel nika na need kutokea na kusema my bad. Because even when I look at story ya Raila and the way that she tweeted on 14th akasema that Raila alikuwa hali mahututi, and then on 15th ikakuwa announced that alidedi. And you come to think about it and you're like, most probably the government, because of how popular Raila was, the government was trying to find a way to break the news. So the best that they could do was to say that he'd collapsed that morning. But the reality is, and this is now, like considering tuliona mpaka footage ya India ile ni kama mse anachapwa ama inaitwa nini, inaitwa resuscitation ama anapatiwa CPR. Yeah, that could have all been for the camera, and cause kuna hii footage ilitokea ile Raila alikuwa anatembea, afu kuna semekana like Raila's last walk, and baadaye we met someone who had credible information and told us that that footage had been shot in Dubai like several months before. So hii time yote niko zile za damn, okay, maybe this girl is on to something. I think the only part, and you know kitu happening, like sometimes if you give people even 10% fake news, when you give people the 90%, the 90% is taken with a pinch of salt. So I'd say the fake news would be the sexual stuff. Oh, we are gonna bolia the president. Oh, we gonna bolia Boniface Mwangi. You understand that those are such bullshit allegations that ama unakosana mtu kama juzi vile amekosana King'ori akaanza kumtukana na stories za LGBTQ. So with such, it takes away credibility from you. But with this, she's won so much credibility with this one story that, damn, like even me mwenyewe niko like, because no mainstream media had talked about this before her. And you gotta respect that, because I'd want to know like what's her news source, because inakaa iko na watu wanamtrust to put the news out there.
We trust in God. We believe that the reason Frank is lying here is because it is his time. Those of us who have those challenges will continue fighting with them, but equally, when it is God's time, we shall join him and be thankful for the life that we lived.
Oh, damn. Ina ni remind, kuna ngoma fulani ile supendaga sana. And ina kawanga our Dodge ni the song you play at a funeral. So this is the song that even, I remember when Zach's dad passed, I didn't get the news immediately. And I don't know what I was doing. So eventually when I go online, I find him playing this song. So it is a song called One Life, I'm saying it was Last Emperor. And with the song, there was another artist and it was Too Poetic. It's a song you can go and look for. It was Last Emperor, One Life. And Too Poetic, by the time he was writing that verse, he'd been told by doctors that he had 3 months left. Like the first time that they discovered his cancer, they told him that he had 3 months left. And it shows you how scary cancer is. That 1 minute uko sawa, the next minute unaambiwa you have 3 months left. And because sasa this also reminded me of what? It reminded me of, I think ni wife alikuwa ananipatia hii story that a certain friend of one of her friends alikuwa a rich dude. So this rich dude ni msee yuko based in Britain, and akiwa Kenya, he was just not feeling well, but he'd always been healthy, goes to the gym, does everything, but never does a medical checkup. So goes to this doctor, Kenyan doctor. Kumbuka, this is a British guy. Goes to the Kenyan doctor, and the Kenyan doctor is like, hey, Buddha, you have stage 4 cancer. And the way we're looking at you, I don't think you can survive for more than a month. The dude was like, nah, ora ndanganya. Utaniambiaje niko na cancer and I don't have even a month to live. So of course the dude, since he's British, he gets on a plane and flies back to Britain. And in Britain they confirm that yes, whatever you are told, you have less than a month. And this thing hit him so hard that in 2 weeks he was gone. And yeah, that's the reality of cancer. So yeah, so Nini, umse nilikuwa nasema like this song, that this is our dirge. This is that one song that si tukichezaga as friends. So kuna mimi, kuna Muki, kuna besteto anaitwa Muki Garang, ule shatoke hapa, and kuna DJ Zack, kuna besteto mwingine pia anaitwa Richie. That any of us, when we are announcing a death, this is one of the songs that we play. And one of the things that was interesting about this was the way that this guy wrote this. So kuna part hiyo sema, test results suggest your colon in your liver is so cancerous, you got 3 months left. Me and death is playing chess ever since then. My strength is the most high, my firm and close friends. And yeah, alafu hiyo malizaga na staying healthy comes first. Look at me, things could be worse. And after he did that verse, it took a few moments and then he passed away. And it shows you how unpredictable life is. And your part here, staying healthy comes first. Look at me, things could be worse. Staying healthy is one of the hardest things to do, because the food that we eat is very important. And that food that makes us prone to diseases is what's sweet, and it's what that we enjoy. The food that's so-called healthy, it's a little bit boring. So kuna hiyo part. Alafu apart from that, as we look for money, we don't move. najua mseka mimi naangalia like the whole steps that I do per week, and it's very few steps. Like that's another thing that I need to do, like just need to start moving. So you look at all these things, the way we don't take health seriously, and it's dangerous, man. When you think about it, it's a little bit dangerous, but I think that's capitalism for you. Capitalism lies to you that money is everything. So yes, wacha tumalizie na Uhuru.
And the times that we shared together. Mine is to say to you, Angie, you are still our in-law. We will be with you. We will continue to share with you. And we look forward to continuing to hold each other's hands as we move towards our respective destinies. May God rest Frank's soul in eternal peace. Peace.
So yeah, basically with this is what now we can say that Uhuru confirmed that he's actually battling cancer. And yes, then with that, I think ilikuwa ni Swahili time. I don't know if he's actually said it in these words, because me from the speech that I saw, he hinted on it. So ilikuwa ni mimi ni mgonjwa, nimekuwa nikipambana na ugonjwa wa cancer kwa mwaka mmoja sasa, lakini nitaendelea kupambana hadi mwisho wangu. And it was interesting to see him talk about your story, that if that time reaches, then that time reaches, unajua. And that's the worst thing about cancer, like when you get it, and yeah, it's now you're playing with chess. Like how soon is it detected? Is it detected at like you are stage 1? Is it detected at stage 4? Because all this determines how everything ends up. And yeah, and then of course kumekuwa na all these vaccines and things that they've said that they're doing for cancer, and nothing has actually come out ile tunaweza sema 100% that this works. So imekuwa a little bit of like hoping that this works and it's going to be released in this amount of time. Kulikuwa na stories of stem cell research, and yeah, so hopefully he is able to conquer his, unajua, and hopefully yake ilikuwa detected early enough. And I felt like, yes, with that in mind, bishasema mara moja kabisa when I'm wrong, I'll come out and say, yeah. So as much as I was dismissing Aoko and saying she's the worst when it comes to misinformation, damn, if she was right about this, then maybe, just maybe, hii time yote tuko nadanganywa juu ya Raila, and he was in hali mahututi, and he was never healthy at any time akiwa India. Ekonene, nimeinterrupt show kukuremind juu ya Lemfi. Kama uko US ama Canada na unataka kutuma do Kenya, register kwa Lemfi ukitumia promo code Ekonene. Hii itakuguarantee $20 cashback on your first $100 transaction. Alafu pia time una register, make sure umetick the 2 checkboxes za notifications ndio ukireceive info about amazing offers through newsletters. Na pia usijali, Lemfi hawatumagi hizi letters za, yani unajua, like ma messages za kipumbavu. Pia usisahau, every time una transact $50 and above una earn points. Na the more una transact, the more points you earn, and you can redeem them as cash ile time unatuma pesa. Alafu pia kitu nanibamba kabisa ni saizi ukitumia Lemfi unabaki umelipa pay bills na till numbers directly. That means unabaki umehandle bills za maparo wako ukiwa hizo maside za States ama maside za Canada. Alafu pia wewe mwenyewe as a Lemfi user baki umetafuta ile button imeandikwa get USD $20, ubaki umeinvite mabeste zako, na ukiinvite mabeste zako on their first $100 transaction unapata pesa ngapi? $20 cashback. So unangoja nini? Baki umechangamka, ingia Lemfi. Lemfi, international payments for everyone. Ekonene. But tukitoka hapo, wacha tuende to go back to Kenyan politics. Of course, Kenyan politics, what happened yesterday? Yesterday kuna vile Gachagua is back 100%, and Gachagua decided that Ekonene ni time ya kwanza kutumia the new name ile tumepatia Ruto, because I don't think kuna mseshai patiwa more names than Ruto. Ruto, like, nimechekizi jina zote. I can't even remember the last time tulimuita Zakayo. Alafu na kuna time tulimuita na B, like that looks like a million years ago. Kasongo stayed for some time, and right now jo nimeenda hivi nikirudi hivi jo nasikia ni Githinji. Wacha tusikize.
Sisi wewe Githinji tulikuchagua, tulikupenda, tukakupatia kura zetu zote, ukakuwa mfalme, ukafika pahali ukatusaliti, ukatudanganya, ukageuka sisi. ukahangaisha biashara zetu, ukafuta watoto wetu kazi, ukaharibu kila kitu, ukaharibu masomo, ukaharibu matibabu. Sisi tukawachana na wewe. Sasa umefika pahali unatuma ile mtu yako ya standard 3 anatukana sisi, anatukana jamii yetu akisema sisi ni roho chafu.
Mtu wa standard 3 hiyo John is Sudi. Sudi waga nakosewa heshima. And with Sudi waga naiangalia with two perspectives. A lot of us will talk shit about Sudi, but if we were given a choice to exchange our lives with Sudi, would we? And I think we would, man. If you're driving a Maybach na ulifika class 3 na unasema uko na watch mbili worth 17 million each, so how much other money do you have just laying around somewhere? Uko na Timber XO iko huko. Unajua, because the society that we built a society where it doesn't matter. Education helps and helps a lot, and but also who you know helps even more. So for Sudi, he ended up knowing the right people, and that means that his standard 3 education, if that's what he has, the only thing that it led to is of course he's in parliament making laws that he does not understand, but his life yenyewe, he's living like a very soft life. But wacha tuendelee na historia ya Githinji.
Alikuwa pale akasema Uhuru Kenyatta ni roho chafu, akasema Rigathi Gachagua ni roho chafu, akasema Martha Karua ni roho chafu, akasema Justin Muturi ni roho chafu, akasema Linturi ni roho chafu. Ni matusi si matusi? Ni madharau si madharau?
Kitu inanibamba ni unasikia kwa background, ni matusi, ni madharau.
Wewe Githinji ujue sisi sio roho chafu, wewe ndio umechafua roho zetu. Na ndio utajua roho zetu zimechafuka mwezi ya 8 2027. Utajua roho zetu zimechafuka. Mimi huzuni yangu ni wale ambaye watu wanatoka hapa mlimani wanatembea na Githinji, akitukana sisi kama jamii, akituita wakabila, akitukosea heshima, akisema sisi ni roho chafu. Na nyinyi wale mmetoka hapa mlichaguliwa na watu ya Murang'a, na watu ya Kiambu, na watu ya Nyeri, na watu ya Kirinyaga, watu ya Nyandarua, watu ya Embu, watu ya Meru, mnapigia Githinji makofi kwa
hapo naweza tetea Githinji kidogo, and niseme azisi Githinji naweza tetea ma MPs. Niseme even when Githinji is playing that tribal card, he never plays it against the community. He talks about the leaders, the specific, and he'll be there William Kabila, and he'll be talking about specifically Gachagua. And this is something that vile nilikuwa nasema, we are the ones who made politicians feel like they need to insult each other. Nacheki. So Ruto alikuwa gamsewa, ule mzee wa kitendawili alikuwa ule mganga, nacheki. So saizi ameenda kwa ule Mkabila, and sisi kama the audience, what happens is we are there and we are clapping. So even like right now the name Githinji, which apparently is from the name stories za kuchinja, unajua like mtu anachinja, and tunaifurahia, but at the end of the day it ends up building this very adversarial politics, which is not good. It's very good for entertainment, but is it good for Kenya as a country? It's not, but it's what we have at the moment, and I don't know if we can be able to escape it. So since it's what we have, tunaenda tu nayo vile iko.
Kwa kutukana sisi kama jamii, adwa itone tukumeno tucoke twimene no nginya nyumba ino itu tumicaririe gitio tondu niguo kwagirire. Nilipokuwa ofisi nilipigana na pombe haramu, kweli ama uongo? Imerudi haijarudi? Huyu Githinji alisema pombe irudi hapa iwe watoto wetu.
Damn, okay, I don't know. Kuna hizi vitu zile sometimes you can think it's a conspiracy theory, but maybe it's not. So I don't know about how alcoholism ina happen hizo masaiza central. I don't know if it's imeongezeka ama ijaongezeka, but damn, okay, tuendelee.
Kwa sababu anatuchukia kama jamii, na sisi ndio tulimchagua. Ile kisu anatumia kuua sisi na kuhangaisha sisi wenyewe ndio tulimpatia, na ndio tuko na uchungu sana ya kwamba sisi tulikufanya rais na ile panga tulikupatia ya kuongoza unaitumia kuangamiza jamii yetu.
Okay, so hiyo ilikuwa Gachagua. So Gachagua kaita Ruto Githinji and so politics ile inakuaga. So now I think we've moved away from Kasongo. Sasa tuko kwa Githinji. Githinji I think will be the name that's mostly used in Central Province. I don't expect this name to go too far. Of course kutakuwa na sasa wase wale wana understand Sheng nini tunaweza muita Githinji, but outside hapo I don't think it's going to go far. But now Itumbi decided to react to this. Gitumbi akaandika, yes Mr. Gachagua at William Ruto Githinji hiyo jina iko sawa kabisa. He joins a list of thousands of Mount Kenya sons and daughters who carry the name as a first name or surname. Then ikakuwa Kenyan dictionary name Githinji, origin Mount Kenya, variants Mount Kenya West ni Githinji, alafu Mount Kenya East ni Githinji, alafu ikakuwa sex ni male, traits Githinji is a giver at heart, someone who serves others through knowledge, creativity and kindness, adventurous, energetic and adaptable with a love for freedom and new ideas, friendly and optimistic, and they can also be restless or rebellious at times. Okay. Popularity used by 820,000 people in Kenya. Ilikuwa ni according to census ya 2019. So that's story na Githinji. So wacha tuone how long this Githinji name is going to last. And yeah, I still worry for 2027 because I don't think a lot of people are taking it seriously enough. I don't think a lot of people are registering as voters. I think a lot of people are assuming that there's too much time, and which is, it's a good assumption, but still just register mapema tu, just kuwa rada mapema, especially saizi vile wanasema IDs ni free. This is the time to get that ID and just be ready, and ikifika hiyo time just do your thing, baki umecheki kunaendaje. So utacheki kunaendaje, but yes, wherever unaenda, I don't know, leo ni Sunday, so unaenda kuomba, ombea Githinji, kusikiombea Githinji ni kama ombea inchi, si ndio? Okay, I don't know, iko nene.